Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we are, Casey and Catherine. We are two badass chicks with a podcast. Today we're talking about, gentlemen, start your llamas. What is that? What is that, you ask? We're talking about get out dang box. We need to start something new. What do you think of that, Casey?
Well, a llama is definitely different than an engine, so I would definitely, I think it goes well.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. So, first of all, I just have to say that I think llamas are like so ugly. They're cute.
Yes. Yes. And maybe that's part of our message today. Maybe that because I find them adorable too. But what are they? They're like interesting little creatures. But that's what we need to start. We need to start something. Oh my gosh. Look at the brilliance that we just created. We need to start something that is odd, different, unique. And then it turns into cute. There you go. Do that with your businesses, everybody, and you're going to make tons of money.
Yes.
Gentlemen and ladies, start your llamas.
Yeah. So, how do you get your llama revved up?
Well, my llamas, you know what? No one talks about this anymore. It used to be a big thing in 19 whatever, but brainstorming, allowing for wild, uninhibited brainstorming
I love
is a money freaking maker. I request, I beg my
Sorry, I
I
could not listen.
beg my clients to take time and think about their business. And they will say, I think about my business 24 hours a day. And I'll say, no, you don't. You work in your business 24 hours a day. But are you thinking? Are you brainstorming? Do you have a pad of paper with a pen? Are you so free to think of the most obnoxious stuff ever? Write it down and go for it. Brainstorm. Do something new. Quit being that business that's had the exact same services for 10 years. I mean,
Ah,
everybody has an expertise, and maybe you keep that for 10 years. I mean, okay, let's think of going out to a restaurant. You love this chain or whatever. You go to it, you travel, and you go to the same restaurant over and over and over again. You love it. But then after a while, how boring is that food chain
yeah,
if
you're
they
absolutely
don't
right.
throw in a new appetizer filled with fried cheese somewhere? I mean,
I love cheese.
you we want we want new, and so does everybody else.
Yes,
So, has your business changed since you started? I think I already know the answer. Like,
absolutely. I mean,
yeah,
same, like you said, same, set of expertise while we've gotten, more educated and staying up with all the changes and stuff. We've kept, our focus has always been inbound marketing, but we absolutely offer different services. You know, we're able to sell clients in a different way, just, finding different ways that things resonate with them. And
right.
I was talking with a client today and she said, you know, she talks, she's an animal communicator.
Mhm.
So very unique business. And because people aren't used to it, they get so immersed in the experience and they forget to like take notes and stuff. So she actually sells recordings to them. So we are like brainstorming different ways to be able to leverage those recordings, not only for her, but for her clients. And it was just fascinating. Like you're talking about brainstorming when you can initiate that with a client and just say, tell me whatever comes to mind. And then us as like more strategists, like when we're able to put those ideas into place and they're like, what? I never thought I could do that. Like, that's so out of the box. Like, that to me is a win-win because we get to do what we love. They're getting to do what they love, and it just all works together.
It's so fun. It's so fun when someone trusts you enough to just be able to, you get out their
Yeah.
thought. And I mean, of course, I'm going to say if something doesn't work, I'm going to say it because I'm not just a coach, I'm a consultant. So I've watched things work, not work. If I know something is a big zero,
Mhm.
we're going to keep it, but we're not going to implement anything now.
Yeah.
But they have to trust us to be able to talk like that. Just
Yeah.
like I'm not going to tell people my deep dark secrets unless I trust that they're going to keep it secret. So starting our llamas, you know, we um we have to build that trust for
Yeah.
our clients.
Yeah. And
So,
I think that's such an important point. I mean, when you're working, especially with, so products are one thing, you're not going to ingest something that is coming, looks a little wonky
yeah,
and you're like, wait a second, why did I buy this,
right.
So, but with services, like you are really trusting that person. And in positions like ours, when you're tasked with growing a business, like you have to gain the trust
Right.
and you have to show them like that you are the expert and that you have good ideas. But I mean, you of all people know you have to back it with statistics.
Yes. I have to be able to say, hey, I've already made so and so 100K. I've already worked with multi-million. I've already, I have an online. If maybe you want to learn leadership, I already have it in place. I don't know, whatever it is. But
Yeah.
that was an example of me starting something out of the box. Was my leadership development program that came from zero. That was zero. That was no help from anybody else. That was years of research. That was writing things, editing. So there's my llama. Now it's just as cute as could be. But if you would have been with me on the first day, you would have thought, dang, she got some issues, But I use my experience, I use my research. All the sentences are right. I don't know. It's maybe ugly to cute. There's our goal of starting our llamas.
Yep.
Ugly to cute.
Yeah.
So, is there any area that you probably need to start another llama?
Yeah.
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 Well, first, I want to
Well,
say
you can trust me, Casey. I won't tell anyone. Go ahead.
thanks. You're so reassuring. I think with this, I mean, it's not something that we need to start, but it's something that we have started. And, it's completely out of the box. Like, for God's sake, our first episode was cow patties.
Right.
Like,
Right.
and let's not forget that I have the lack of poop.
You really like taking that around in your life. You're
Too.
if I'm thinking, yeah, I have some services that have been in my head a while, and I'm just now starting those little steps. Remember, we talked about farting, starting those little fart steps. I am doing that. But if I'm honest with myself, these ideas were probably in there 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So something, I mean, things take time, but yeah, when you're ready to play with the big boys, you gotta be a big boy. So that's where I'm headed.
Yeah.
And everybody else listening to us, that's where you need to head.
Yeah.
You
Absolutely.
start those llamas. Get out of the box.
Yeah.
Oh, the box is so confining,
It
right?
is. And you just inspired me to get back on the grind about my mindset stuff because there's so
Yes.
much mindset in marketing and no one out there is talking about it. So I got to get on it.
Yeah. because who better to do it?
Then me.
That's right.
Because
Who
I
better
have
to do
wits
it?
and brains.
I mean, no kidding. No kidding. We are not BSing ourselves right now
We are not.
because my new service is something that some of the big boys do, and I don't think they do it good enough. So why not be the person that does it better?
Oh, I'm
I'm not
intrigued.
scared, people. I'm not scared.
You ready to start your llama? I have you ever been to Maze Seafood in Frederick?
No, but I've heard of it.
So there's a server in there and she has llama everything. Like a llama server book, a llama, I think sticker like on her name tag. She has llama earrings. Like she's all llamaed out. And when you and I started this, I couldn't help but think about this. I called her the llama lady, but be
Yeah.
the llama lady. Like let your llamas go. Like rev them up and let them go.
Let your llamas let your llamas go.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, let your freaking llamas go. Get out of the box because the box is a prison. And ooh, I love this one. I love this one.
So,
So
what do you
yeah.
think prevents some people from revving up and starting their llamas?
Um, you know what, Casey? I think people are very polite.
What do you
I
mean?
think I think people are very polite and they're they're uncomfortable with revving those inches of llamas because maybe it's not nice to get out of the box. Maybe it's not nice to come up with a ridiculous new service that makes you tons of money. Okay, so it's not. But I think people are very polite and they will stay in the guardrails or whatever of life. And this podcast isn't about that. We're not promoting staying in the guardrails your whole life. You need to
Nope.
start the freaking llamas and get out. I don't think that a lot of people feel comfortable with having competitors, even though we all do. But I don't think they're comfortable. So, we've all been raised, I'm sure, to be nice people. And sometimes stepping out feels unnice. So I don't
And
know. That's what I would add. What about you?
I think it not only feels unnice, but I think it also goes back to not knowing about your moneymaker, like not digging deep into, what you do well and being able to formulate a plan to bring that forward.
Right. Right. Like we talked about the brainstorming. If the brainstorming feels uncomfortable in the beginning, then just keep practicing it.
Yeah.
Every Friday, 10 to 12 is my brainstorming. Let's just say my brainstorming time. I actually think about my business a lot now because I figured out that's works. That works.
And you bring
Um,
up a great point about putting it in your calendar.
yes. Yes. I
Yeah,
have clients that I will ask, when are you thinking about your business?
yeah.
And, eventually they figure out I don't let go. So I hook on.
I have friends who get mad at me because I'll like put something in my calendar and I'll send them an invite and I'm like, "Hey, if it's not in my calendar, it's not happening." Like
Yeah.
I can't remember everything, but it has
Yeah.
helped me stay structured. Like I have, a block of 3 hours every day that I work in my business. No
Yeah.
meetings, emails down, but again, it doesn't happen unless it's in my calendar.
Yeah.
It's
So
just
if you had a llama pop into your head, What do you do to get it revved up?
So my first thing is write it down.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me
because
too. I love
there's a
writing it
lot
down.
going on up here.
To no surprise of our viewers, there's a lot going on up here.
Yeah.
So I love writing it down. I love paper. I love Post-its. I love Sharpies. I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. You have, and if you need to get creative with your writing it down, if you need to, draw like a bubble in the middle of a big sheet and write that idea there and then kind of brainstorm different things, whatever works for you. Me,
Whatever.
I just, I start kind of writing a plan. We do editorial calendars and stuff like that for clients. So I'm a big like, okay, let's go with this idea and like what can I do with it? And then this, and I just start brainstorming on paper and go from there.
Yeah. And and doing it with some, zest. Like
Yeah,
doing it with some guts and some freedom is so, I'm gonna tell you, it's empowering.
it
It's
is.
empowering. You will be amazed with what can come up in your head
If you let the thoughts
if
flow.
you let it flow. If you let that llama roam and eat his grass, get a bath, get a scrub down, whatever. You let that llama go, you're going to be surprised with your own like innovativeness. Creativity makes money, money, money. See dollar signs when you think of creativity.
Yes.
The innovative companies, they're sustainable. They're the ones that are still here. If you look back at like the Fortune 500 companies, I don't know, 25 years ago, they're probably not even here anymore. And it's because they did not start their llamas.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, think tanks, like I have a client who that's what she does is help people who are innovators and you know sh- she's amazing, but it is, I don't know, it's liberating. Like you said, it's empowering. Like when you can come up with an idea and actually see it through or enroll the people that you need to help you see it through.
Yes, dream teams. We will talk about dream teams because I'm pro dream team.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And I
Yeah.
think you have to brainstorm, but don't overthink it. Just start, like do something, act, put
Yeah.
one foot in front of the other.
Yeah. Like I say, puke it out. Get it out. Go get it out. So this has been informative, Casey. I'm sure everyone is going to go talk to a llama now. Let their llamas go. This has been a fun one. So I want to thank everybody for keeping up with us and laughing with us and give us some comments and let us know how you're feeling about us. But this is Casey and Catherine. And next podcast has to do with mind your gaps or the gaping holes in your business. Come back for us. We will give you some insight. Thanks.
Thank you.